We're going live. Let's see if I can switch the camera here. Come on. There we go. We're headed down the Las Vegas Strip. Las Vegas is under, not quite quarantine. What do they call it? Not martial law. What do they call it? Really? Really? What is it? We've been ordered to, closure of all non-essential businesses. The entire strip has been shut down as casinos and hotels were named as non-essential. The tower at McCarran Airport, the airport that's the big Las Vegas airport, is closed. Apparently, my hypothesis is that they're still flying using a backup tower or something. But the whatchamacallit, the main tower is closed at least, and I don't see a lot of planes.
Dog 43788 says hello.
Hello.
Oscar SF says good evening. Saab Coke. Sitting in traffic. What I came to see. Sitting in traffic?
Sitting in traffic.
Daniel says hello. Ricardo says howdy. Reptiles, Smoke and Reptile Homestead said hi. Mark Crippen Jr. says hi. Didiz, hey. She says don't text and drive.
Okay, so she's reading the text stuff. She needs to be reading it facing the microphone. So we're just passing right now the Mandalay Bay. Now the lighting for the Mandalay Bay is on, but there's no lights in any of the rooms. The MGM is lit up. Now remember, these are all shut down. Nobody's staying here. They're all closed. From the highway, it looked even darker than this. Now we're passing the Luxor on our left, and it is, it's normally black, but it's not normally this kind of black. That is Ghost Town. And this is one of the bigger hotels here. Go ahead.
Kaufman says, for the Emperor.
For the Emperor.
Grayson Wagner says 10 planes per hour versus the normal 40. It says 999, the new man says, is there a curfew there now? I do not believe so. There is a lot of hot cop action happening here.
No curfew that we've been told about, but we got rollers. I got 1, 2, 3 or 4 up here.
And they're on both sides of the street.
They're not moving.
Yeah.
There is one person on the walkway over there. What are they doing?
I don't know. Maybe they are not security.
No, they're like, they look drunk.
Yep.
Like, damn it, I'm in Vegas doing this anyway.
John Ortiz says hello from New Jersey.
Howdy, Jersey.
Dan M says hi from North Carolina. James Smith, hey from Indiana.
Howdy, y'all.
Tech Gorilla says my ninjas.
Tech Gorilla in the house.
Dog 43788 said he picked up the ladder at Harbor Freight a little bit ago. Thanks for the deals of the week.
Awesome. Love doing it.
Michael Glasner says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. DeBear. Tech Gorilla, neither one of us will be doing adult dancing.
No.
Yeah.
We will not be exiting the vehicle.
Craig, how did you know that we left the kids at home with the Labradog? It says God only knows what is happening. That's right. Michael Giambrone says, hope all is good. Chicago goes on lockdown tomorrow at 9 p.m. Charles says, wife is a flight attendant. Flights are cut in half and most something, I think, got cut off. Didiz says, scary dark. That is true. I mean, there's still lights on, so it's not completely black.
Yeah, New York looks like it normally looks. You can't really see lights in the rooms there because they have the whole thing trying to look like a facade of New York.
Yeah.
And most of the buildings down here, even the like the Coca-Cola building, they're running the LEDs.
I think that the police presence is to make sure that people are not out on the street doing mischief.
Yeah,
that would
or
be
congregating
my guess.
in.
Right, or congregating in groups. Gearhead says, Northwest Indiana here too, James. Nick Hoffman says, sorry I missed the last few streams. Had to work Sunday night the last few weeks. We totally understand. We are glad that you're able to be here with us tonight.
Those were cops walking. The only pedestrians, I've seen one pedestrian.
Oh, there's another one. And they are filming as they're walking.
Yep.
I think it's just...
I've been here, 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, any time of night, anytime. Never seen anything like this. The sign for the Aria, that's weird. There, it changed.
Yeah. Tech Gorilla says, chomp that like button while you're here, folks. Thank you. Ernest Moody says, hey now. Autobahn Dan says, floor it. Do 80 down the strip. Well, I don't really want to spend a lot of time with the officers today.
Yeah, there's a lot of officers out here. Probably as many as normal.
Yeah. Jason Horton says, honestly, I want to go walk the strip right now. It would be so relaxing compared to normal.
Yeah, it would.
Except that you would be hungry and thirsty and
Sober.
there'd be nowhere to go to the bathroom. And there would be a lot less people watching.
There's no people watching.
Yeah.
The fountains at the Bellagio are turned off. The what else is turned off? The volcano's turned off.
The gondolas.
The gondolas are shut down.
Customer service says, thank you for doing this. I was going to ask you to do it for me. LOL. I wanted to see the strip empty. It's definitely very different. Jason Blair says, be safe, Bear family.
You know what's different? It's clean.
Yeah.
There isn't trash everywhere. There aren't the how do we say it? The collector trading cards scattered all over the place.
There's some more police officers on bikes.
And there's people running from them.
Oh. Oh, no, they're just jogging.
Sure looked like they were running from them.
It did. It really did. Apparently people are jogging.
Whoa.
Man, the Bellagio looks like...
Hold the phone.
It's like empty. And dark.
I'm going to take it real quick.
That's normally where the fountains are. They're still there. They're just napping.
That is the...
Paris looks empty.
Is the Eiffel Tower there turned off?
Nope, it is red, white, and blue.
Oh.
A bunch of people are saying, hey, be safe. Jeff Chewy said he had a clandestine happy hour at his neighbor's house in Bozeman. Shh, don't tell anyone. Nick Hoffman says Warhammer Part 2 is canceled due to SD card file corruption. Sword Part 1 sometime soon. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Pennsylvania started lockdown today, says Jewel Blackrose. There's Elton says, I'm in the car that's in front of you. Really?
What's your license plate number?
What letter does it begin with? Ernest says, so you guys really is live. Yes, we really are live.
Hi. Super live.
Oh, I guess his license plate would be on live stream. Oopsies. 135 on the stream and only a handful of likes, says Peter. Tap the like button. Homily 665 says, I think there was more traffic in my small Tennessee town than there. I would say that might be true. It's just so weird to not see anybody walking.
Well, here's the thing. It feels, honestly, like there is as much traffic, maybe not for a Friday night, for maybe like a Tuesday night, but it's moving much smoother because no one is slowing down to gawk at anything, or like there's no pedestrians holding it up or any of that kind of stuff.
Yep. Todd's Workshop says, hey, everyone.
Todd's Workshop in the house. Caesars is super dark.
Super dark. 0928, he said, did the missus bring her bell? I did not, but I will ding, ding, ding if I need to.
She's a dingling. Hell's Kitchen, dark.
Yep.
But the flamingo's rocking the lights.
Yes, they are.
Gotta love the flamingo.
It is so weird.
Wow, the fountains at Caesars shut down.
Yep.
The Link is dark, but the high roller, the Ferris wheel, is lit up, but it's not running.
Yep. Daryl D says, we in Illinois are supposed to be quarantined, but my factory workplace says we have to go in on Monday.
Has anyone heard about the fact that GameStop has declared themselves to be an essential business and that they are trying to remain open? Boy, the CEO there is so desperate. That place has been, it's foreordained to fail. It can't keep going because all of the content is going digital. It's the same reason why there's not record stores everywhere, because nobody needs a record. You don't need the physical anymore.
There's a person next to us taking a picture with their camera.
Out the sunroof.
Out the sunroof.
While they're driving.
And there's a cop in front of them, and they're using the flash.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gone. Sorry about that.
It wasn't like it's some kid, is it?
And we're going, and it's a red light, honey. I would...
No, he was pulling up to take the picture.
Oh. Yep. Okay. Maybe they are a freelance photographer, and they're taking pictures for something.
Yeah, I'm a freelance photographer.
I
don't get paid either.
Craig says, are there hamsters in the Soul next to you? I did not see any.
Oh, love the hamsters.
Autobahn Dan, there was no drive-through gambling.
Oh. And that's what he's taking pictures of, the Mirage. Totes dark.
Totally dark. Leonard, Trigger Mortis. Howdy there.
I hope the dolphins aren't afraid of the dark.
Daughter of Ross says, hello.
You know what else I'm not seeing?
What?
No limos.
Yep.
And no street lamps.
Yep. No one's advertising because no one's here. Oh my gosh, the Mirage is so dark.
Wow, that's completely turned off. They're like, screw it. Now the Wynn up ahead here, they were one of the first ones. They announced that they were closing before the state said, sorry, but you got to close.
Yeah. Di Diz wants to know if we went out for dinner. Yeah. Audubon Dan says the only time the natives get to enjoy the strip. Masato.
Did you tell them about the last time?
The last time that the strip shut down and went dark was when Kennedy was assassinated. So it never happens. Hello, Soul.
Yeah, like I'm sure, like maybe after 9/11, maybe after the shooting. I thought for sure after the bombing of the MGM. For those of you who didn't know, there was a domestic terrorist incident in the MGM in was it the 80s?
It was, but it wasn't here.
What do you mean it wasn't here?
when they had the bomb explosion thing?
It was the MGM down there.
No, it was a different MGM. It was a Tahoe, the one that was in. Yep.
Well, you might know better than me since you lived in the area. I thought it was the one here.
I will look it up, but I do not ever think that they had explosions here.
Maybe it was just a fire that was here?
There was a fire. Yep.
Which, boys and girls, is why you don't barbecue in your room.
Yes. Do not barbecue in your room. Not a good plan. I got behind. Somebody said McDonald's is open. That is true. Yep.
Yeah, but if we were going to go out to eat, we want to get food.
Aw.
Yeah, 1980 had a fire. Ted says she's right. She's always right. But she's sitting to my right at the very least.
Yep. Pete wants to know, is the Trump Hotel closed?
I don't know. All hotels were ordered to close, so my guess it is. The Trump sign on top is open. Now, you know he doesn't own that, right? He's just licensed his name to it.
Michael is saying, does Treasure Island still have the pirate ship show? I saw it back in 96. They still have the ship. There is no show, sadly. And Todd's Workshop said we could renew our vows at the drive-through wedding chapel. I do not think any of them are open, sadly.
The wind looks almost as open as it normally is.
Yep.
There's just no one there. But considering the way the wind is, there's rarely people out front the way there is at a lot of the other places.
Yep.
Because the people going there are too posh. They arrive in their limos to the back.
You Build It, We Destroy It said, I heard Pennsylvania shut off alcohol sales last week. Why? I was not aware of that.
That would be insane. I will say this. I was worried about that. Not that either of us drink much, but I went out and I bought a 1.5 liter of bourbon and another one of vodka. Just to have, because didn't know how long this is going to last. And if they shut down alcohol sales, which is funny, everything, toilet paper's gone. Plenty of alcohol around there.
Ryan Roberts is asking if the adult
establishments.
Yeah, but not the ones we have here. Like
the ones in Pahrump?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we don't have any of those here. But my guess is no.
Yeah, that's not an essential business.
An essential business. The other dancing establishments are also closed.
Yep.
Is the Peppermill open? No. Nothing's open.
The Peppermill here is only a restaurant. It used to be a hotel and casino, but they closed. There is a hotel, casino, and buffet in Reno, but it's closed as well.
I don't know if you can see, but they do have restaurants that are open here. But you cannot sit down, and they do not let you in the premises. You have to
get carry out.
Yeah. So there's not a lot happening.
So I know it may be open for carry out. If it is, it doesn't look like it. It's not the kind of place most people would go for carry out.
Jason Jenkins says, my friend just bought me my first game system ever today, the PS4 for my birthday. Bought Diablo for $30 at Target. Digital version is $60. So still a place for physical games.
That's true.
Congrats and happy birthday.
The ability to buy and resell a title is something you cannot do with digital, and I totally agree with that. But the market for retail for that is just, it's non-existent. If it was, Blockbuster would still be a thing, or the other stores. They've all gone to small mom and pop niche stores for doing that sort of thing, or doing it online through eBay or whatnot. But that said, circuses, you can see, yeah, you shouldn't be able to see circus like this, because you can see how run down it is. Here, hold on, let me. That's it behind the McDonald's.
Yeah.
That is an old building.
A number of people are saying they went to get something at GameStop today and they were glad it was open. Sorry about that.
We're back.
We're
Hold
back. I'm trying to read some of the older questions. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of discussion about PA has state liquor stores. PA shut down the non-essential government stuff. So, wow. And the rest, including unemployment office. That seems essential.
You don't need the office. You can do everything or via phone or mail.
Wow. Ryan says, thanks for the drive down the strip in memory lane. Good memories when my wife and I were there 8 years ago to get married and honeymoon. That is super awesome.
Where'd you get married?
Ryan, where did you get married? Ooh, that's pretty.
Low right. Come on.
Apparently his does not have an indicator.
It's too low for an indicator.
Nice.
Was that dispensary open?
I do not believe dispensaries are able to be open.
I didn't know if they were considered a medical necessity.
They are not.
Oh, you looked that up?
That is correct.
Oh, wow. Oh, the stratosphere. That's dark.
Really dark.
The very, very top is lit up. Rest of it's dark.
Scorpion Sunday says, I am off for 2 weeks without pay, but that could change.
I am sorry to hear that.
Leonard said he's off here too. You Build It, We Destroy It says, the circle of death is on the mobile. I think you meant that we were buffering. I said, we're here. PJ Kentucky says, no, you're not. Thank you. And I said, we're back. Feed, fall down, and go boom. That is correct, Christopher.
Fall down, go boom. Get back up.
Yep. Bear One says,
we feed now.
The stream is stucky. I think we're better. And then Get Creative with Josh says, oh good, you didn't flip the car. No, we did not flip the car. Justin is asking, what is essential businesses? So I think that they are changing the definition.
Yeah, they don't really have a set definition. We've tried to find one online, and there's like some old stuff, but then they're making changes. Like they recently determined that gun stores are considered sporting goods stores and are not essential businesses. I would say BS to that.
Moderate Man is asking if Hooter Casino is still there. Hooters is not Hooters.
No, Hooters, the casino is still there. It's no longer Hooters. It's some other name. Hopefully they'll make it smell less like an open sewer.
Pawn Stars is not open. Ryan said Chapel of the Flowers is where they got married.
Funny, I got married there too.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta speed up here. I'm going to get forced to a lane I don't want to deal with.
Get Creative with Josh says, I went to GameStop today. I had to wait in line to get in the place. They were only letting 10 people in at a time. Still a need for physical formats. Kelly says, my wife and I just got back 2 weeks ago. We love Vegas.
They're lucky it was 10, or that they were letting 10 people in. You went to the UPS store, they were letting, how many?
3.
3.
Yeah.
See, you're supposed to be doing it by prime numbers. That's how you keep from getting the Wuhan.
Johnny says, this should last 90 days. Hopefully not much longer.
Well, my assumption was right up until we got the solid heat of summer. So
that's too bad.
July, what was that?
That was an adult superstore, and they were boarding up their windows. My guess is somebody...
They were labeled non-essential? Somebody decided otherwise?
Window. Yeah.
I need my porn.
Clothing. 39 Supercharged says, what's up, Tool Bear?
What's up? Sorry, I'm running on like 3.5 hours sleep. Hello, dogs. Here, you guys want to say hi to... There's no hamsters in the soul. But there's dogs. Boxers, no less. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
You're on our live stream.
I like boxers.
Side and Samurai said, my wife and I were married in Vegas 22 years ago at the wedding chapel in Las Vegas. There are many of them. Was it the same wedding chapel? Wes Sailor says, they even closed lodges in my state. PJ Kentucky says, gun stores are all but sold out here.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is, even if the gun store was open, you can't buy a gun because the I can't remember whatever the background check system is they can't get through. They can't get through to run any background checks. So some of the places do have guns, but they can't do anything about it.
Bear One said, bark at the dogs.
Roar, roar, roar.
Yeah.
They didn't even look at me.
Yeah, they weren't interested in what you had. Johnny said, pawn stores are open, considered financial services. Moderate Man said, we honeymooned at a place behind Hooters. It was very rundown. Sean G says, stay safe, stay alert out there. We definitely are. Justin said, I watch your tool videos because they are very good content, especially with the toolbox section.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
There's Pawn Stars.
Yep, they're very closed right now. Jason Jenkins says, want to hear something horrible? My nephews can't see their pediatrician because someone broke in and stole all their protective equipment and toilet paper.
Oh my gosh.
That is crazy. Jan Garber says, they demolished the MGM at one time, didn't they?
The MGM? It had a major fire and they had to do a total retrofit to it.
Yeah.
And then they had to change the front entrance because the Asians wouldn't walk in through the lion's mouth.
Yes. Sean G says NICS is having problems probably from overload.
Nix, that's it. When you first started saying NCIS, I'm like, isn't LV NCIS?
Adity says, are casinos closed? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they are closed.
Casinos and hotels and restaurants.
Yeah. Nick Hoffman wanted you to know Tomb Raider is free on Steam for the weekend. And then he put the link in there.
Which version? Or the movies? No. It'd be a movie.
Steam,
Yeah.
right?
Should be a game.
Yeah. Johnny Landon says 5 days for background checks. Their system's just totally back.
That is.
Back.
Yep.
What do you call it? Backlogged. Felt like I was having a stroke there. I couldn't get the
Backed
word
up,
out.
backlogged.
Frank W says moo at the dogs. They hate that.
Yeah, Bella hates the cows.
She is really concerned. Cows are
pretty sure the communists.
Nemesis. Joseph Graham says, these are crazy times we live in. Really like your videos.
All right, so what we're coming up here is, this is Fremont Street. Now, Fremont Street is always closed. Traffic. But the reason is usually there's pedestrians. And it's gated. Hold on. It's going to be kind of hard to see. But they've got fencing up. So all of Fremont Street is closed. Sorry, the Fremont Street experience. Fremont Street to the other side is an actual street. So, yeah, you can't really see it there, but it's open. But the Heart Attack Grill, all of that is shut down. When we go forward, you should hold the camera this way so that people can see how bad it is.
Yep. Side and Samurai said, at the Candlelight Wedding Chapel on Charleston Boulevard.
Oh, wow.
Dude McMahon wants to know if you've ever picked up any tools from Pawn Stars.
I have not. I've been in there once. I thought everything seemed like a rip-off, and I left.
Yeah. Ted said the original MGM became Bally's.
Okay.
And it's
Oh.
very, very empty. I'm gonna flip you back.
I'm guessing the whatchamacallit.
I would say it smells kind of bleachy right now.
I was gonna say, do you think the zip lines are closed?
I'm gonna say yes.
Ooh, Brazilian waxing and beauty lounge.
Yeah. That's gonna be a negative, Ghost Rider. Brad says, haven't seen any tool review videos lately. Missed them.
We've got Torx bit comparison coming up here shortly. I've been waiting for bolts to come in.
Yeah. PJ Kentucky says, if you waited until now to start worrying about guns and ammo, you waited late. Too late. Same goes for TP, food, pulling cash out. Looks like it's crazy how Americans are reacting to this, even though all the different types of diseases we have every year, and we don't freak out like they are like this.
Well, you know, I'm 50 years old. We've had a lot of things come through. We never did this. You know, people talk about stuff like, whatchamacallit, you know, SARS and MERS and swine flu. We never did this. My father had polio. Polio. He spent a year in an iron lung as I think he was like 8 or 10 or somewhere in that age. They didn't shut down everything for that.
There's the Mom Museum.
Yep. All right. Well, that is Vegas in a nutshell. Sorry, everyone. We're closed for business. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay. Actually, you do have to go home. Shelter in place.
Past the Spider says, yay, car ride, let's go.
We got to stop and get orange slices.
Nice. Joseph Graham says, have you ever seen the entire world flush the economy? There has to be something that they're not telling us.
There has to be.
Paul St. Marie says, greetings, Bear Clan. Wes says, no waiting period in my state for Bang Bang.
Yeah, Nevada just recently passed universal background checks. So, even if you're doing private party, got to get a background check.
Yeah. Greg Hernandez says, I feel bad for all the street performance. This is how they make their living on Fremont. That's true. I feel bad for people.
Well, the casinos, most of the casinos said that they would pay their people for the duration of the shutdown.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they may have said, we're going to pay them, but then been like, but we're not giving you full pay or something like that.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but they're at least going to get paid something. The street performers, independents, all those, and all the tertiary businesses that rely on those and rely on those people, and it's all, dominoes at this point. So it's all getting shut down. Shut it down.
39
Shut it down.
39 Supercharged says, are they still doing construction there? They're always doing construction.
Well, luckily they finished the Spaghetti Bowl here. That's the little maze we're driving through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Las Vegans think this is a very confusing interchange. I'm like, yeah, California.
Joe Miller says, from South Philadelphia, you guys read all comments, not worried about money?
Yeah, there's some people who only read like the super chats and stuff.
Nope, that's not us. We read almost all of them. Ted says Vegas is always under construction. Greg says people are freaking out because there is no vaccine. Frank W says wonder if En Fuego Cigars is closed. Love that place. Everybody's closed. Johnny wanted to know if we were going by Hogs.
Hogs ever? Nope.
They're closed.
We did drive down the street, and I looked down there, and it's dark, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll drive people down, but...
Yeah. Z50 said, my father also has polio in the 1930s. Past the Spider said that's because the C19 is a lung infection, not some silly throat, runny nose, majig like the flu is. The difference is that C19 hurts. Greg Hernandez says, yeah, polio was real bad. That is what FDR had, right?
I think so. I don't remember.
Yes. Burner 18 says, love the Mob Museum. Justin said, so far the Wisconsin, it is restaurants, spas, bars, schools, resorts, etc. It's just to me overreacting, and the last thing that did an impact on Wisconsin was the Spanish flu. Paul St. Marie said they aggressively closed things for polio. My mother remembers that. Swimming pools were a primary target. Yep. Jason Jenkins says, take care of yourself and each other.
Yeah, but they didn't close schools, did they?
I don't know. I don't think it was a national school closure, but Rail 922222222. Can we still call it Sin City? Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm sure someone somewhere is sending it up.
Yep. Takeout food, banks, postal service, trekking services are open in Michigan, but the border to Canada will be closed in 1 hour.
I'm sitting right now. I'm driving slow in the left lane.
Nice.
I got my cruise control on. People are like, why aren't you doing 80?
Addie Bog says, evening everyone. Ted says, wow, no traffic.
Or Friday light traffic.
OGL chicken littles in this country. I wonder how they will react when the sky is actually falling.
Well, I gotta tell you how many people that I've talked to who were like, some of them were fence sitters or whatever, but like, wow, I should have gotten, some home protection implements, and or maybe I'll go out and get them. And I'm like, no, it's not going to happen right now. You missed that window.
Yep.
Suddenly, everyone's pro 2A.
Yep. Scooter George says, what are the odds of this happening? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of bound at some point with the population density that we had. As I've been saying, it was bound to happen. We're just lucky we're getting off as light as we did.
Larry Croft says, when are you going to teach Red to drive? Scorpion Sunday says, good night all. DR Falcon says, no bell tonight, so Jeff has to blow the horn.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Do you see many tractor trailers on the road? I have not seen as many, but they're definitely still out.
Well, the other thing is where we are, we're in a residential section.
Yeah.
So we don't see it that much. And this is the first time I've been on the highway in like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And we're Beltway, so most semis don't come this way anyway.
Kirk says, at the Den of Tools, good evening, Bears. Going with my son tomorrow. His girlfriend and her mom want to get self-defense device. I have my certs, so I'm going as an advisor.
Good for you.
Kay Sand says, hello guys, I was planning to go on May 2nd. What do you guys think?
Go where? Here?
Here.
Nope. Make other plans.
Yeah. Dear Falcon confirmed that yes, FDR had polio.
You gotta speak.
Yes, dear.
You're whispering again. If you can't hear her, feel free to speak up. Because she does have a DNA deficiency when it comes to vocalization.
Rod said a rushed vaccine would be worse than no vaccine.
You want zombies? That's how you get zombies.
Paul St. Marie also agreed that FDR had polio. Dear Falcon, you're hilarious. I'm not reading what you said about Clinton. And yes, technically you're right. FDR never wanted to be seen in a wheelchair.
Yep.
They did some very creative things so that that was possible. It says everyone needs to take a breath, use common sense, and you'll be just fine. Adama says, everyone, please stay safe, healthy, and sane. Napkins, LOL. When does hashtag the storm start? I don't know what that means.
All right, here's the question for you. If you've been watching this other channel, I can never remember his name. Should the hashtag be hashtag Boogaflu, or is it the Flugaboo? Or as some people said, all right, boys, looks like Boogaloo's back on the menu.
Paul St. Marie says,
Gotta be special to get that one.
polio spreads by fecal to oral route, not a reason to close schools. If you've ever met children, that is absolutely a reason to close schools. Yeah. So, yeah.
Nick Hoffman, Boogaloo time. Our time to shine.
Apparently we were buffering again. Dwayne says, as long as we're out for a drive, let's get pizza. Obviously one of your cohorts. Z50 says, I'm surprised they haven't shut down the state borders.
They better not, because we still got to head up to Montana.
Yep. Homily 665. Tennessee legislator has passed legislation that will allow the school year to end now. Kids get credit their grade, and teachers still get paid as a teacher, I hope. Huh, interesting.
I like that idea.
Yep. Kay Sand says, I was thinking to go May 2nd. Amanda says, I got my Harbor Freight machete.
Woohoo! Bring on the zone.
Yep. Inslam says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Tolbert. I just saw you live and I'm off to bed. Good night. Ted says, hey, we love Red. Even my wife will watch him.
That's awesome.
He is a very special bear. Man, it seems dark on the highway tonight.
It's when the pavement around here gets wet, it gets really dark.
Yeah.
And it absorbs light.
Jason Jenkins says we might want to be talking with neighbors to figure out how to watch out and take care of each other, just in case. Shouldn't come to that, but we're seeing irrational behavior.
Yep, and we are in contact with our neighbors in our area.
Yep. Street Bike Chef says, I heard a rumor that they were closing our Nevada-California border so that they couldn't come here to get food from our stores and go back. That's interesting. Donald says, I am with Elon Musk. Let me get off this rock. There's no intelligent life here.
I'm with Elon, but just because I'm a wannabe space cowboy, man. I want to have the Millennium Falcon and be doing, the Kessel Run and stuff like that.
Yeah. Matthew says, greetings from Baltimore, Maryland. Patiently waiting for my first trip to Las Vegas in 16 years. I haven't been back since 2004. Hopefully, we'll be there at the end of August. My goodness, it's so hot. Why would you come in August?
The sad thing about it for him is that there's parts of Baltimore that look like this all the time.
Dan R. says, at the Den of Tools, wonder how hard it was to find the keys to lock the doors. Never locked since opening. I think that they needed to go and find a lot of locks, honestly. Yeah. I just don't think they ever did it.
Wait,
PJ Kentucky says it hears me fine.
Wait, these doors shut? I thought they were ornamental.
That's right. Addie Bogg says, I'm still surprised that they closed casinos in Disney World. Just when I finally had the money to go and beat up Mickey Mouse, they closed Disney. Just my luck.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep. Ted says, stay safe and healthy. Night.
Night.
Ooh, DR Falcon said, just came for a minute. Perry Mason will be on soon. Good night. Perry Mason, that's a show that I should show the kids. I love that. Golf and Gun says, experimental drugs and novel virus equals zombies.
Yep.
Yep. Robert Adams, I got my zombie whomping stick. Addie Bogg says, bring on the zombie apocalypse. That would be so much fun. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Christopher says,
I'm a big fan of running water.
Boogaflu.
The Boogaflu. I like the Boogaflu.
Pass the Spider said, sweet and sour sicken. Okay.
Oh.
Boogaflu. Christopher says, commie pox. Addie Bogg says, kung flu.
Everyone was kung flu fighting. Ha! That virus was fast as lightning. Ha!
The hashtag
The
should
press
be...
was a little bit frightening.
Oh my goodness. Justin said, my brother posted a couple days ago that we should dress up like zombies and scare our friends. That is how you end up on the front page.
Yeah, with a chainsaw
shot.
on your face.
Yeah. Winnie the flu? No.
Winnie the flu?
Tony says, I hope this place will be back in business soon. It will be. Flugaloo? Den of Tools, everybody was kung flu fighting.
Yep.
Yep. Todd's Workshop says, the Den of Tools saw the deal on the 12,000-pound winch with synthetic cable for $500. Worth it?
If you need that winch, yeah. I mean, the only thing I'll say about the Badlands winches is that they are a little bit slower than the quote-unquote name brand, but you get so much more, or so much winch for the money. And it's not like when you're winching something, you're like, well, you're not speed winching. At least I hope you're not. So we're here at the Red Rock.
Yes.
And it is... they should change the name to Black Rock.
Their sign is nice. It says, then, now, hashtag Vegas Stronger. So Vegas Strong came out when we had the shooting here, October 1. And so that became a real big thing for Vegas, was that we're Vegas Strong. So I think it's kind of, it says doors closed, hearts open, then, now, hashtag Vegas Stronger. So it does makes my heart go thumpity thump.
Thumpity thump thump thump.
Yep.
You know what they call that? Arrhythmia.
Nice. Jeff Dooley says, come back to Montana. We still have liquor and way fewer people.
Yeah, but the bars are closed now.
Well, maybe we could make friends with his neighbor that he made friends
Yeah.
with. Donald says, good night, guys. I love your content. Keep killing it, guys. Stay safe and have a good night.
If I can't go down and grab my aperitif at Ski Creek in the evening, what's the point? I go up there for all the fresh air and mountains and,
Animals.
and fishing and such, hanging out with the family in the fresh air and beautiful nature. Ha. When I could stay here in 120-degree oppressive heat and not be able to do anything. That seems, okay, maybe we'll go to Montana.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope.
So we're driving to an area, so this is probably the biggest off-strip casino, the Red Rock area, and we're just driving by that. Oh,
they are really dark.
They're not just dark. The entrance area is cordoned off, so you can pull up next to the hotel casino area. And then I'm trying to go over here to what's called Downtown Summerland. It's the posh, snooty place where locals go to shop. It's an outdoor mall/plaza. And we're going to see how dark this is. Because on a Friday night, this is the place where, beautiful people, locals, go to be seen and, see and be seen.
Yep. Owen's Jeep Stuff says, good evening. I've been looking forward to this stream. Glad I got home in time. Yay! Tony says he's very sad for the millions of people.
Hold on. Starting 3/17, Summerland Center closed.
Okay. Justin says, I will say that Home Depot 815 Husky set can be a hassle because I went through it today and found out half the tools were missing. So I called and returned and had them reorder it.
Half the tools were missing.
That's a problem. Have you guys been to the Valley of Fire State Park? Cheapest thing I did on my Vegas trip, and it was absolutely the best part. Coming from the Midwest, never seen anything like it. I have not taken the kids. I've done a lot of other things, but I haven't taken them there yet.
That's the one over on the east side, right?
You're speaking directions.
Yeah, I know. Directions.
Yep, that's not my language.
Oh, farmers market's this way.
Yeah, not so much.
I don't see it.
It's very slim pickings.
You know what's weird? I can actually see in the stores.
Yes.
Because there's usually throngs of people, or there's actually people in the stores. So either way.
You should show this really cool climbing structure right there. That's the other weird thing. All climbing structures, like at parks and things like that, they're all covered in caution tape. They will not allow any children to climb on any climbing structures. So should you take your children to get air,
you can't do anything.
they're not allowed to play. Which, I get it, it's coming from a...
Why are there green cones over on this side but not on that side?
Because that's the side with the virus.
Oh. Is that the biohazard side?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I have never seen this.
Yep.
Sunday mornings, Tuesday afternoons. Hey, there's a Build-A-Bear.
Yes.
It's so weird being able to look around.
We've been in there.
I'm the one that's always driving going through here, so I don't get to look because I have to watch out for all the idiots who decide that they're going to walk across the street right now.
There's somebody taking a picture, maybe? I don't know.
He's security.
AJ Lynch. Yeah, but what is he doing with his camera? It's kind of weird.
Mm.
Oh, there's a barbell that's opening soon. Clothing for athletes. AJ Lynch says, is it just me or do like a ton of YouTubers live in Vegas?
There are a lot of us, and I don't know why. There's some big names too. I think the biggest name is SS Sniper Wolf.
Elkvis, I love you. He did a super chat for $2.07. This will help with bail when you get arrested.
Or gas money for a little cruise here.
Bing, bada, bing, 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 bing. Yeah. I love it.
You're touched.
I love it.
As my grandfather would say.
Yep. Well, at least we still have music here, apparently. PJ Kentucky says, I think we'll see the 1930s Depression type financial crisis ahead. A number of people are agreeing. A number of people are telling Shoot the Moon to stop spreading gossipy nothing.
I take it shoot the moon as a person.
Yeah, they're trying to say rest in peace, Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is fine.
At least the Joe Rogan thing, man. People keep trying to push that one on a bunch of live streams, and I'm like, really?
Salco says it's weird to see you guys drive on the right-hand side of the road. We feel the same way.
Is that better?
Do you like it? That's where we're gonna need Elkfist's $2.07.
There's no one here.
Yeah. Thank you, Elkfist. That was super awesome.
That was very nice.
And I will definitely. There are nights where I'm for sure thinking we might need bail money.
I almost pulled out in front of the one car.
Yep. Not Elkfist. Zaffiel was asking if you could get out of the car.
We're allowed legally to get out of the car. I'm not going to.
Nick Hoffman says, my Ukrainian hazmat suit was denied entry to the country. Curses. AW Drifter 3 says you should do this in a Tesla Model X.
Yes, I should. And when you send us the $100,000 super chat, I'll be able to buy one.
Yes, with biodefense mode, he says.
Ooh.
AJ Lynch says the YouTubers I watch who live there are Freakin' Reviews, which we know,
We know him personally.
and Simu.
Don't know them.
Yep. Freakin' Reviews is really awesome. He's freaking cool.
Yeah, James White. He's a nice guy.
Yep. Mr. Doughboy ran out of toilet paper again. He's been wiping with lettuce again. And he...
What does the fox say? What does the fox say? I forgot what the actual...
No.
I don't know what they do.
Oh my goodness.
We're back!
We're old.
We're back in the saddle again.
Bear One says, I've been to Panama City, Florida. Cool.
I've never been to Florida. I went to Florida, went straight down. I went to Orlando a couple times, and then went down to like Daytona, and then down to Miami and the Keys.
Oscar was asking if the street entertainers are out and about. No,
Nope.
they are not.
Been down near Tampa, down to what's that island down there? I don't know. I don't remember what the island is.
I don't know. Are you driving or am I? You're driving the car.
I'm driving
Jason
excitement.
Jenkins, $5 super chat, and I love the cute little dog.
There's a dog?
There's a picture of the dog.
I can't see it.
You're blind.
I don't have my reading glasses on while I drive.
Here's literally half the money to get a car into the Valley of Fire. It's like an hour away from you. Gotta love the bing, 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 bing. That's true. So everybody who doesn't like it, cover your ears, because Jason Jenkins got $5 of bings. Bing, 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 bing.
Are you done?
Yep.
Can cover my ears?
You can if you want. I mean, I think you should drive with your hands, but
Oh, I can drive with my knees.
I'm not the boss of you. PJ Kentucky says, good night, all.
Good night. You take care. Stay safe. Don't let the Wuhan get you.
Yes. Salka was saying, wow, I get to tour the U.S. without a visa. That's right.
Oh, you're looking at me there. Sorry, folks. That's not exciting at all.
No.
There we go.
Brad says, watch out for zombies.
Zombie. Is that Brad's workbench?
Brad Payne.
Oh, Brad Payne. Okay. Oh, by the way, the Best Buy that's now closed is right there.
Okay. Didiz says, flip your camera. Jason Jenkins says, don't hate me, guys. We don't hate you. That's awesome. And I will definitely take the Kittles. And if I can drag Jeff away from filming, that would definitely be fun. Addie Bog says, try driving in a sleeping bag. No, that's how we wreck cars.
I think I've done that, actually.
Shh. Elkfist says, the Den of Tools. Oh my gosh. She said, she's not the boss of you. Never ever let her forget she said it. Nice. Elkfist, I'm going to find you.
Where else are we going?
I don't know.
Well, in that case, that's going to need to be the end of the live stream.
Okay. Have a great night, guys.
Because love you all, but we're not taking you home with us now.
Yep. All right. Thank you all for coming along on this super fun view of the Vegas Strip and now the empty Vegas Freeway. Thank you so much for all of your thoughts, live chat, super chats. You're so much better at this than I am.
All chats in between.
All chats in between.
Don't forget, we're going to try and do another video tomorrow. No live stream for the Den of Gadgets because the markets are closed on the weekends.
Yeah.
And don't forget to join us for the live stream Sunday night, Tool Talk Live with the family. Anyway, you all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.